Why could 3D not convince the users until now?
Well, because in the early days of cinema, the 3D was done on film, and it used two separate films. The cameras were shooting entirely independently, and the trouble with that was that firstly the optical images didn't always align precisely, and there was no way to correct that after you'd shot the film. Maybe if the lenses were a little different. And also, when projecting, if the projectors ran at slightly different speeds, the left and the right would go out of complete alignment. And then your brain, seeing two images, is having to do some very complicated calculations to try and make sense of it all. And effectively, you get very tired and you get a headache. Nowadays, with digital technology, even if they shoot on film, it goes through a post-production process, and if the image was slightly distorted, it can be realigned.
So now that we have the technology, how can we still convince the people to buy the new 3D television sets?
A lot of people have already owned a new generation of TV now for maybe 5 years, a flat panel TV. But that TV that they bought 5 years ago may not be a high-definition television. It's probably a 480 TV if they bought a plasma, say, in 2004. Also, the earlier TVs didn't have any DVB-T tuners in them for digital TV. They were thicker TVs, large bezel around the outside of them. So a lot of people are looking to buy a new television now, which is a TV of today with high definition, maybe an HD terrestrial tuner in them in some countries. It will have a lower energy consumption, which is very important for a lot of consumers these days. And the 3D part of that doesn't actually add a lot to the price. Glasses are quite the expensive bit. They're probably well over €100 each a pair at the moment.
When will we watch 3D over cable or satellite?
The broadcasters are actually capable of delivering 3D now, mainly the pay TV operators, because they've got the extra channels available on their satellite or cable networks. The terrestrial guys are going to struggle a bit because they're already trying to find space for their HD services, and they're not going to have really enough bandwidth. But going forward, you will have a new type of coding system which will allow you to have a 2D stroke 3D compatible on the same channel, possibly in 3 or 4 years' time, only using 20 to 30% more bandwidth than a 2D service.